Have you ever found yourself getting angry over something someone said or did? Maybe it was a rude comment, a misunderstanding, or even something as simple as traffic. In that moment, it feels impossible to stay calm, doesn't it? We have all been there. But what if I told you there is a way to break free from this cycle? A way to avoid getting bothered by the actions of others, no matter how irritating or unfair they might seem. Imagine this. You are in a heated situation, like in the middle of an argument with your partner where no matter what you said, it felt like things just kept getting more heated, or a colleague says something that rubs you the wrong way. Instead of your usual frustration building up, you remain calm, unshaken, almost as if you're watching the whole thing unfold from a distance without getting dragged into the chaos. This isn't some far-off dream. It is possible. My name is Zenon. I am your guide on the path of Stoic wisdom. In this video, I'm going to share with you 5 simple ways you can master this mindset, so you can stop letting others control how you feel. Ready to take control of your peace of mind? Let's dive in. Criticism. It's something we all face. Whether it's from a partner, a colleague, or a friend, criticism can make us feel small, defensive, or misunderstood. But what if I told you that criticism doesn't have to be something to fear or avoid? What if instead it could be a powerful tool for growth? In Stoicism, we learn to shift our perspective on the things that happen to us, especially the difficult ones. And criticism, though often hard to hear, can be an opportunity for self-reflection and improvement. The key is in how we choose to respond to it. Let's start with a question. What is criticism really? Is it an attack on your worth as a person, or is it just someone's feedback on something you can improve? This is the first shift in perspective that Stoicism teaches us, seeing criticism not as a personal insult, but as an external event that we can choose how to interpret. When we receive criticism, our first instinct might be to react emotionally, defend ourselves, argue back, or shut down. But these reactions often cloud our ability to learn from the situation. Instead, consider this. What if you viewed criticism as a gift? A chance to learn something you didn't know about yourself or your actions? The Stoics believed that we cannot control what others think or say about us, but we can control how we respond. We are in charge of our own reactions. And so, if someone offers criticism, we can ask ourselves, is there truth in this? If so, how can I use this to grow? Even if the delivery wasn't perfect, what valuable lesson can I extract from this moment? Maybe there is something that you can work on and improve. If there is not, learn to accept the things the way they are. That way you are getting stronger mentally, and over time you will be able to face everything with a peaceful mind, knowing that no one and nothing can steal the calmness you have in your mind. Let me give you an example. Imagine you and your partner have a disagreement. They say something that feels harsh. Maybe they point out something you could have done better. Your initial reaction might be defensiveness, but take a moment to pause. Instead of reacting with frustration, ask, is there something I can improve here? Perhaps you weren't as patient as you could have been, or maybe there's a communication gap. The criticism is a mirror, reflecting something you can work on. Reframing criticism in this way doesn't mean ignoring your feelings. It simply means not letting those feelings dictate your next move. Stoicism teaches us that we have the power to respond with wisdom, to step back and see the bigger picture. When you reframe criticism as a tool for growth, you shift your focus from feeling attacked to seeking improvement. This approach takes practice, of course. It requires a mindset shift. But over time, the more you embrace criticism as a tool for growth, the less it will have power over you. Instead of resisting it, you'll begin to welcome it, knowing that every piece of feedback is a chance to become a better version of yourself. So next time someone offers you criticism, whether it's constructive or not, ask yourself, How can I use this to grow? Staying calm in the face of adversity, it's one of the most powerful skills you can develop. In a world full of distractions, stress, and conflict, maintaining your composure can often feel like a daunting task. But what if I told you that calmness isn't something you're born with? It's something you can master, just like any other skill. Stoicism teaches us that external events are beyond our control, but our reactions to those events are entirely within our power. The true challenge isn't in avoiding life's challenges, but in how we respond to them. When life throws a curveball, whether it's a difficult conversation with a partner, an unexpected setback at work, or something as simple as a long line at the grocery store, how do you respond? Do you react impulsively with frustration, anger, or anxiety? Or do you take a deep breath, pause, and choose to respond with calm? The Stoic approach to staying calm is rooted in the idea that we have the ability to choose how we react, regardless of the circumstances. It starts with awareness. When you feel that rush of emotion rising, take a moment to pause. This pause is your power. It's your opportunity to step back and regain control. By practicing this pause, you create a space between the stimulus, the external event, and your reaction. This space is where your true power lies. Instead of reacting emotionally, you can choose to respond calmly and thoughtfully. It might not always be easy, but with practice it becomes second nature. Another Stoic technique to mastering calmness is practicing mindfulness. Throughout your day, take moments to check in with yourself. How are you feeling? Are you becoming tense or frustrated? If so, take a deep breath and realign yourself with the present moment. This practice of being present helps you maintain emotional balance, no matter what's happening around you. Remember, calmness isn't the absence of emotion. It's the ability to control your emotions rather than letting them control you. By mastering the art of staying calm, you build resilience. You learn to face life's challenges with a steady mind and a peaceful heart. As a Stoic, you understand that life isn't about avoiding conflict or discomfort. It's about how you handle it when it arises. Every time you choose to stay calm brings you closer to becoming the best version of yourself. So, the next time life challenges you, remember, you are the one in control of your response. Stay calm, and you will have the strength to face anything. Life can be heavy, especially when we face challenges, setbacks, and frustrations. But in those difficult moments, one of the most powerful tools we have at our disposal is humor. It may not seem like an obvious Stoic practice, but humor is deeply aligned with Stoic wisdom, and it can help us stay calm, resilient, and even find joy in the midst of adversity. Humor creates distance between ourselves and the events that are causing us stress. It helps us step back and gain perspective, transforming something that could upset us into something we can laugh about. Stoics, in their own way, recognize the importance of not taking life too seriously. After all, we're only here for a short time, so why let every challenge steal our peace of mind? Let's consider this. When something goes wrong, what's your first instinct? Do you dive into frustration, let anger take over, or do you step back and find the humor in the situation? By choosing humor, you take away the emotional charge of the moment. It's like hitting the reset button on your mind. Instead of spiraling into negativity, you can laugh at the absurdity of life and its unpredictable nature. For example, imagine you're in the middle of a stressful situation with a partner. Maybe there's a disagreement and it feels like it's about to escalate. But instead of getting angry, you decide to lighten the mood with a joke or playful comment. That small act of humor can diffuse tension, shift the energy, and allow both of you to gain a new perspective. You're not minimizing the situation, you're simply choosing to not let your emotions control. Humor also helps us deal with failure. It's easy to get down on yourself when things don't go as planned. But what if, instead of beating yourself up, you could laugh at your mistakes? Instead of seeing failure as a defeat, you could see it as a part of the journey. The Stoics knew that life is full of setbacks and mistakes, and they encouraged us to accept them with grace. By using humor to lighten the weight of failure, you allow yourself to move forward without carrying unnecessary emotional baggage. Moreover, humor connects us with others. It's a shared experience that reminds us we're all in this together. It breaks down barriers and creates bonds. In relationships, when things get tense, a well-timed joke or a humorous observation can help restore harmony and remind both people not to take life's challenges too seriously. So, the next time life feels heavy or things aren't going your way, remember this: you have the power to change the energy of the moment. A good laugh can help you step back, regain perspective, and approach challenges with a lighter heart. After all, in the grand scheme of things, we're all just passing through. Why not enjoy the ride? In a world that often feels focused on what we lack or what isn't going right, it can be easy to forget how much we have. But when we make gratitude a daily practice, we begin to shift our focus from what is wrong to what is right. We start to see life through a lens of abundance, not scarcity. Gratitude is a fundamental part of Stoic philosophy. The Stoics taught that we should appreciate what we have right now, rather than constantly yearning for more. They believed that by focusing on what's good in our lives, we can bring peace and contentment into our hearts, regardless of the external circumstances. Take a moment and think, how often do you stop and appreciate what's already in your life? It could be something as simple as a warm meal, the support of a loved one, or even the fact that you have a roof over your head. These small, everyday blessings are easy to overlook, but they form the foundation of a life filled with peace. Gratitude shifts our focus. Instead of fixating on what we don't have or what we wish was different, we acknowledge and give thanks for the things that are already present. This doesn't mean we should ignore challenges or hardships. Stoicism teaches us to accept life as it is. But within that acceptance, there's always room to be grateful for the little things, moments that bring us joy, relationships that bring us support, or even the opportunity to learn from difficulties. One simple Stoic practice is to spend a few minutes each day reflecting on what you're grateful for. In the morning or before bed, think about 5 things that bring you gratitude. It doesn't matter how small they are. What matters is shifting your attention toward the positive aspects of your life. Over time, this practice trains your mind to naturally focus on what you have, rather than what you lack. Gratitude can also help you find peace during tough times. Life is full of challenges, and some days will feel harder than others. But when you practice gratitude, you build an emotional resilience that allows you to weather storms more calmly. You realize that even in the most difficult moments, there is still something to be grateful for, whether it's the lessons learned, the strength gained, or the support of others. Let's also remember that gratitude isn't just about material things. It's about appreciating the intangible: love, health, the beauty of nature, and the simple pleasures that fill our days. The Stoics often spoke about being thankful for the present moment, for the opportunity to be alive and to experience everything that comes with it. Gratitude doesn't just improve your emotional state, it also enhances your relationships. When you show appreciation for others, you strengthen your bonds with them. A simple thank you can go a long way in making people feel seen, valued, and loved. And when you express gratitude, you create a positive cycle. People are more likely to express gratitude in return, which deepens your connections and nurtures mutual respect. In the end, gratitude is a Stoic practice that invites us to live in alignment with nature, to recognize that despite the challenges, life is a gift. By practicing gratitude, you train your mind to see the beauty in the present moment and the richness of your experience, no matter what life brings your way. Have you ever found yourself upset over something that, in the grand scheme of things, seems completely trivial? Maybe it was a minor disagreement with a partner or a small setback at work. In those moments, it's easy to forget just how insignificant these events are in the larger picture of our lives. The Stoics understood this. They recognized that our lives are short and that the world around us is vast. When we zoom out and take in the enormity of time and space, our daily frustrations become nothing more than fleeting moments. Our emotions, as intense as they may feel, are just blips in the endless flow of time. Think about the universe. The Earth is a tiny speck in the vast expanse of space. The stars, the galaxies, they've existed for billions of years, and they will continue long after we're gone. Our lives, too, are brief. Our personal struggles and irritations are just temporary disruptions in this grand, infinite story. When you find yourself getting upset, remember that these moments are nothing more than temporary disturbances. Your life, though precious, is only a moment in the endless timeline of the universe. The things we stress over now won't have any lasting impact, not only in our lives, but even in a year. The Stoics taught us to remember this perspective, to remind ourselves that we are small in the grand scale of time and space. This doesn't diminish the importance of our lives, but it helps us see how unimportant many of the things that upset us truly are. When you realize this, it becomes easier to let go of frustration and regain your peace of mind. By adopting this mindset, you start to focus on what truly matters. The universe is vast, and our time here is brief. So why waste it being upset over something small? Let go of the trivial and embrace the bigger picture. Remember, life is filled with moments, some big, some small. But it's how we respond to these moments that shapes our peace of mind. Whether it's through reframing criticism, mastering calmness, finding humor, or practicing gratitude, these Stoic tools empower you to stay centered and resilient, no matter what life throws your way. Take these lessons with you. Practice them every day, and you'll find that the storms of life become easier to weather. You have the power to choose your response, and in that choice, you'll find true freedom. Thank you for watching, and remember, you are the master of your own peace.